So,
with your hit dice.
Right.
I had to take a peek specifically because my hit dice rolls were so bad.
last time, you all entered the Amber Temple, met some Outlander barbarian folk, traveled through the temple, encountered some flame skulls, encountered a mage inside the black void of a statue. Nearly got killed. One of you did get killed. Another made a deal and brought the one that got killed back. Um,
What a loser that was.
you all made it deeper into the temple with some good use of Sleet Storm, and discovered a secret room absolutely filled to the brim with skulls, with a chest glued to the ceiling. You guys decide to not open the chest, I think, and discovered another secret door.
No, it was arcane locked.
Yes, but you guys have the ability to
Yeah, it would make noise.
unlock it, but it would make a lot of noise. But using the wand of secrets, using its last charge today, you guys discovered a second secret door in the small room with the skulls, and opened it into a room. Let me just read.
The room where it happens.
Let me drag you guys on the map.
Oh, there.
You push open the door and you can see this 15-foot high room contains the trappings of royalty. Ornate furniture, exquisite rugs, tapestries, and decorative statuary. Everywhere you look is lit with candelabra on top of small tables. The beauty of the decor is undone by the thick dust and cobwebs. And standing in the center of the room is a skeleton, just like almost like shrink wrapped in skin, clad in tattered robes. And this skeleton mummy figure turns towards you, and you can see red pinpoints of light burn in its eyes, its eye sockets, and it asks, "Do I know you?" And that's where we pick up. He's just standing in the middle of the room, just like making eye contact with you, Eric. As soon as Esmeralda sees this, she like combat rolls out of the room.
It's not something that
She's
you
like,
would
"Shit!"
like to
What are you doing, Elric?
I'm gonna put.
Do you want me to move, Green? Or do you
I'm going to put a hand towards my weapon and just say, "Not that I know of." Do I know you?
You would know better than me. And he steps towards you. As far as you can tell, he's unarmed.
I'm sick to disturb you.
You have an interesting air about you. I'm starting to go a little
Who was that directed to? The body?
No, you, Grace.
Oh, okay. Sting. Deadly. We have a lot of questions about such, including my interesting air.
I'm sure you find many come. Please. My home is yours. Come, enter. I know there's plenty of you.
We're good, everybody.
Yeah,
Can I
quick
make an
question.
insight check on him?
Esmeralda, just like has a hand on her big rapier, but it's not drawn. Yeah, give me an insight check.
It's that one.
Oh, natural one. Love it.
Nice. You don't know what to make of this guy. Like,
Yeah.
very clearly undead.
Hey,
I'm more.
But
wait, can I
Beat the
try?
children.
I might be insightful.
What do you want to do?
yeah,
Can
I mean, did yeah, you can give me an insight.
Can I do the same thing, but more like look at the arcane
Ah.
formulas that they might have, and like think about like what sort of like magic brought this on? Because
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
I forgot about my negatives.
Not just him, but like the stuff around the room.
Yeah, so
Hey, Danny.
9. You look at this guy and just off-putting. Like, you've never seen something like this before? Like he seems genuine and doesn't seem to want to cause you any harm. But like everything like physically makes you like want to both run away and kill him.
Stabby stab.
Graves, the more you look at him, yeah, he's clearly undead, and you start going through the list of different undead that you know of. And you start like very quickly going through the list and being like, white, no, vampire, no, zombie, no, mummy, no. And then you land on lich. And you're like, huh. But you've heard stories of liches.
Yeah.
And this isn't like any kind of lich you've like read about. You've never encountered a lich. But like typically liches have like a certain personality. Like it takes a certain kind of person to like go through the ritual and like seek immortality in this way.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't match that. Very strange.
I say, I'm surprised that you're so receiving of us. We haven't had a very warm welcome.
I mean, the place is quite cold. And well, it's the price of pursuing secrets, I suppose. This is not
your
the.
form?
Also, please close the door. You're letting all the. You're causing a draft.
No.
Can I, what kind of like little notes does he have, on, can I do like an investigate without him noticing?
Do a perception check.
Perception.
I'll try to
Okay.
like continue
Investigate
conversation
using
to
with
like
your hand.
try to like keep
Hey,
him
Mama.
occupied. Did you
Oh, I don't know what
pursue-
that GM
So an
is on.
18.
say? Did you pursue some kind of gift? That kind of lowlish.
I'll enter Yazin first. You like walk over to this desk and you can see like a like scattering of paper and like an actual like large leather bound tome. And like just looking at it, that's a spell book.
You want that?
I'm not greedy. I'm not greedy. I'm not
Oh,
greedy.
And
I'm
as
not
you
greedy.
as you start looking around this room, like, oh, there's enough supplies here to copy a decent number of spells.
I'm not greedy. Guys. Guys.
Should I?
Graves, he says, I don't remember. I mean, I've done reading, and there's plenty of reading in this place. As far as I can tell, I've, at one point or another, seemingly have turned myself into a lich. As far as I can tell, my physical symptoms are all there with lichdom, though the memory loss is flexing.
Interesting.
Anyway,
Encountered
this
a
is not the
leech.
room for
Got it.
the knowledge you seek. It's right this way. And he steps over and says, excuse me, and like puts a hand on the side of the desk, and it slowly slides out of place as he puts a lot of effort into it. And then steps up to the wall and just gives it a slight shove, and a door opens.
What the hell?
And he steps through.
Very kind of them.
So
Dust and cobwebs
that's the-
just fill this
Wait,
otherwise
what?
empty room.
So he's
Oh,
basically
that's
just
kind
a
of the way.
regular wizard dude who turned himself into a lich.
Accidentally, yeah.
And
You
then
probably
he does the
forgot
same
that
thing
he's
and
evil.
gives a sharp shove into the wall, and this door also opens.
He probably was evil at some point and then forgot that he's evil.
Yeah, no,
Let's-
that's what I'm thinking.
Let's make
Get out of
sure
here.
that for things like that.
Oh,
Not greedy. Not greedy. Yeah, not greedy.
are
Let
these part of
Scared,
the?
I'm scared. Why are people always in me?
me bring these two people in here.
Wait, are these the-
Also, when you stepped into like his quarters and into this room, it's warm. Like, it's not that bone-chilling cold that the rest of the temple is. Like, this is a place where you could stay for a while.
Are these
Like
two?
eternity.
So I'll describe the room.
Okay.
This is a stone library that has, I mean, it's wide and it has 6 bookshelves, and they're not super wide. They're only about 15 feet, but they extend up and up and up, and it just disappears into darkness. You have no idea how tall these bookcases are. There are so many books and scrolls and like, those of you who are particularly interested in knowledge, like, this place seemingly has an infinite amount. There's a black marble railing that encloses a gold marble staircase that spirals gently down, a 30-foot wide, 30-foot deep shaft to the north. Against the gray walls stand those 6 bookshelves made of black marble. There's an embroidered rug, chairs, lit candelabra that fill the southern half of the room. And indeed, there are 2 mountain folk in here that seemingly have made it far enough into the temple, but for whatever reason, have decided to stay here, or like haven't been able to get back.
Ah. Do the rest of your folk know that you're here?
Don't know. They look confused as like the sudden arrival of a bunch of people. probably think dead. Indeed.
Let them know. We didn't meet your people earlier. We're kind. Glad to see you safe. So, I believe we haven't really introduced one another.
Yes, yes. So what are your names? He like comes over here and just grabs a seat and like crosses his legs, and you can see that his like ankle and calf are just bone thin.
I am Graves.
Oh,
Last
quite appropriate.
relevant. I've died before and I've come back.
Is Graves your birth name? Or is that a moniker you picked up
Distanced.
later?
Distance myself. First name. See myself as the same person. It is part of my name.
Fascinating. Names do have power.
You know, I was just about to say that. God damn you.
What
A
about
fitting
you?
name.
He looks to you, Nine.
As you said, words have power, so I should have given it out willy-nilly.
You also have quite the interesting, well, I don't know, situation.
9 is what I go by, and 9 is what you shall call me.
Well, Nine is what I shall call you. You are very interesting. You see like a thin smile kind of break across his skeletal face.
I don't like this guy. No one take an interest in 9 and it be good.
Ulrich's the name.
You're not like the other two. You have quite the light in you.
Yeah, you haven't seen him, the last few resurrections.
Oh. A third one that's died.
3 times, and I'll just look at everyone else in
Yeah.
like the last 2 weeks.
Yep, 3 times.
I
Sounds
think
about
as a
right.
whole, we have died a lot.
1, 2,
Amazing.
I
You're
think
still
it is.
walking.
3.
Hi, well, I resurrected this one over here. Cost me half my life.
Oh, probably cost you more than you know.
Can feel that. Start coughing.
Just dies.
His keel's over, has a heart attack.
If someone touches Graves right now, he will fucking go down.
I get
NPC
too close to
style.
the chandelier, I melt.
Uh-huh.
I have
You
I
made
have
wax.
half a mind just to thump the back of your head just to see what happens.
You would hurt yourself with that -3.
You don't know that. You want him to thump the back of his head.
-4, actually. They haven't had long rests yet. And looks to you, Yasin, as well.
I'm like mostly just eyeing the books. And when I realize that he's looking.
Are eager for knowledge. We're, well, we're of a kind, I suppose.
Ignore this roll.
Aw.
Sorry, I.
Must have been the wind.
I said ignore it.
Sorry, my name is Yazin. Just I used to be a librarian before got sucked in here with everyone else.
Ha, nerd.
Kind of walked.
I kind of walked
I
to
saw
the floor.
the glimmer in your eye when you stepped into my room. You're more than a librarian.
Give a very like I don't know how to smile, smile and like.
Well, I
We're all. Oh, go ahead.
Oh.
I do wish I could give you my name, but and it
What
might seem convenient, but I truly don't remember. I honestly don't remember how long I've been here. It could be a few decades, or it could be centuries.
I will
I-
call you Shivers.
I don't feel cold.
That's exactly why I'm calling you Shivers. 'Cause I've yet to see you shiver.
Have you
Is there
given
any
yourself?
to go by?
Interesting name.
Have you given yourself at least a nickname or a title?
He like kind of furrows his brow. I like kind of gets lost in thought. What is it you all are looking for?
I think, for the most part, we have 3 objectives here. I'll let Casimir go first. Well, that's the.
Casimir steps up and like gives like a little bow, and the Lich just like raises his hands and says, please don't do it. And Casimir just says, I am seeking to bring a long lost loved one back to life. Oh. You come to the Emperor Temple seeking power. If that's what it takes. Well, there are many. I'm sure you have seen a handful of them. There are many amber sarcophagi here. Do warn you. They contain parts of long dead, ancient evil entity. They will take far more from you than you receive from.
I think someone here knows more about that than you think.
He just like his like red pinpoints in his eye sockets are just like staring through Casimir. I understand the risk. This is more important than you know. And the Lich just says, you doubt what I know.
You know about
And
these
and the Lich
powers.
just like subtly motions to the stairs, and Casimir just looks at the rest of you all and starts heading under.
Does it seem like he wants to be followed?
Casimir's going downstairs. You guys can do whatever you want.
I'm not following.
Oh,
Please, someone keep an eye on him. It could go outside
I'll
and
go
get
with.
flame skulled.
The Lich just says, there's no flame skulls in here. He'll be alright. Assuming he can.
Assuming he stays here.
Assuming he can
We've had
pass
a
whatever
few-
trial the entity gives him.
Entity.
You have experienced that. And Casimir will head downstairs.
As he's walking away, I'll tell him, if you take too long, we'll come find you.
Very well.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
I won't be able to make it out of here without you all, so no, I'm not leaving.
Don't take a stupid deal.
Ooh.
Then I'll.
Yeah, and he just disappears down the stairs.
I'll
Speaking
go
of
back. Take a seat.
deals and
I'm
evil
I'm really
entities.
curious on the knowledge of this undead lunchable.
Oh, what?
Lunchable?
Lunchable?
An undead lunchable. You know,
What?
cheap, don't really look very good, you know?
Mm.
The roundabout insult.
But they can be surprising depending on what kind you get, you know?
You, talked about evil entities. Talked to one and taken that gift. Are they all the same prices?
Prizes or prices?
Had to pay
Oh,
early
certainly.
for what I had. Will he have to pay the same thing or something different?
Oh, the entities are different. They all grant different things.
On
The more powerful ones are kept here, deep in the temple.
I assume you know their locations and their kind intimately.
I
That's the
haven't.
other thing I'm looking for. I seek to understand my power and everything. Everything points to these entities.
If you truly seek it, sure you can feel it now. Give me a perception check with advantage.
Yeah. Sabotage.
16. Yeah, you'll feel a strong pull to downstairs.
Oh, we're all gonna end up going downstairs, aren't we?
One by one, probably.
Oh no.
Is it
Hi.
something I can choose? Is it something that basically like
You aren't forced to do anything. You just like
okay.
have this like you just have this feeling that like you know what you want is downstairs. Um but it's not like you're being compelled to go downstairs.
I have a question for this guy. Well, first questions first. How broad would you say your knowledge is?
Guess I must be closer to a few centuries. I have had time to read every book in this place, after all. What do you want to know?
Anything in your books that can explain this, and I'll kind of expose the symbols on my body.
His facial expression doesn't change at all. But you can see he's just like studying you. And then he doesn't say anything, but he starts walking close to you. Isaac kind of steps in front a little bit.
I'll kind of like gesture, like I'll put my arm towards Isaac. Be like, no, it's fine.
Hmm. Experimentation. You do it yourself? No. You said you were 9. Yes?
Well, also like whenever you know, you can probably see the 9 engraved on my chest too.
Hmm. Um. Ah,
Ah.
I should have been
Ugh.
prepared.
Oh no.
It sucks when that happens, isn't it? Sorry.
What kind of books are there? At least in the one that I'm at.
There are many that don't have titles.
Squiggle. Okay. Can I
As if
do?
there's like an index.
Um, but he like just like looks at you and then he like turns his head and like glances towards the stairs. And out of the corner of your eye you see movement. And coming up from the stairs is not Casimir. Like coming up from the stairs, you see someone that makes your blood run cold and hot at the same time.
Is it who I think it is?
Oh, experimentation is right. And of course you don't remember our conversation. Talking to the Lich. Oh, but I told you all about my plans. It's a shame you were very interested. I always
Dude.
knew that you
Kind of it.
were going to be the one where it worked. You were going to be the one that escaped.
Look at that spells! Look at that spells! Look at that
I
spells!
always had faith in you, Nine.
I'm moving away from everyone else. Sorry, guys.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where the fuck is it?
Can I do a can I do a bonus action high?
Sure.
So
For
me,
me,
I'm a
Grace
rogue.
is right in front of
Can I
with
confident-
Isaac.
Can I confidently say who I think this is?
Oh, you have no doubt.
Okay. Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Oh shit. Damn. The spell? You just
You have no idea.
oh sure.
You have
Sorry,
no idea.
hiding guys, but
Are we sure? I am like at 2 hit points.
I'm over here at the ceiling.
This is
I am nowhere on the
Nine
ground.
in a blood-fueled rage right now.
What's going on? I ask.
He just raises his hand, the spell fizzles.
I hate.
I could counterspell the counterspell, but honestly, I'm like, I didn't even notice that you casted it.
Everyone's tapped out right now.
I don't know if I was surprised when I saw flames looking out of that cave. Hey, how did the other two fare?
Who are you?
Don't you
He just
fucking
looks over you,
dare.
Graves, and says, "No." Looks at Nine. An old mentor.
You keep them out your fucking mouth.
Oh, what was it? 3 and 8? They
Magic
had
missile. Magic missile.
you cast magic missile and he just like they arc over. Also roll a d20 for me. They arc over around Elric and he like raises his hand and they stop like an inch away from his hand and just hover there. And he just closes his hand and they just like shatter like glass.
I mean, I don't know what's going on, but We're not in a position for this.
The Lich is just like almost watching like a tennis match, just like looking to this new figure in 9, looking back, looking back to 9. They had some ability, but nothing compared to you. I have a theory, actually, if you're interested.
Who said that and directed to who?
This is this new guy talking to 9. You can see that he's um he's a half elf, about 6 foot tall, middle aged, long white hair, and he actually has a scar that runs across his left eye. And he's in actually pretty fine robes. He looks healthy, and based on how he's behaving, he seems quite powerful. Also, these two
Lots of
berserkers
high
are like
appetite.
over here. They have their axes out, but like with the displays of magic, like they are not having it.
I agree.
Getting
do
out
you
from
want?
between these two.
Don't get closer to me.
And Isaac just has
Yeah,
the
right.
great sword out, just like standing between 9 and this man, ready to defend 9 or die trying.
I
Can
look
I
at
do
9. Oh,
an insight check? Sorry, can I do an insight check to see if like he is trying to do like a power play or just trying to be intimidating? I have a guess on who it is. I just don't want to like
Yeah, give me an
the
insight check.
assumptions.
I look at 9 and I tell him, I just brought you back. Don't play your entire hand.
Trust me when I say I doubt this man wants me dead. I can't say the same though.
Yazin, you can. It's easy to tell that there is a deep history between these two, with the way this man is talking and the way 9 is reacting and lashing out. You don't know what his angle is. You don't know what he's trying to do. Like, he hasn't done anything aggressive. He hasn't attacked. The only displays of magic you've seen are defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
9. You found your way home. Why, but my faith in you. The others. They just came across the Sword Coast. Honestly,
Fireball.
there is nothing special about them.
Oh, firebolt, firebolt, firebolt. He's talking about now.
Go and roll to hit.
It's not going to. I'm all fucked up right now.
It like it actually does hit and like glances off his shoulder. He doesn't really react. But like it like hits and like it's not like the spell like goes through him. Um but you, I knew you were something special from the start. I knew I could make
Permits.
you something even. And look at you now.
You're acting like I asked for this.
I don't think you'd have it any other way.
He's a person. He's our friend. A tool.
Oh.
What do I have?
He's just useful to you. That's why you keep him around. You have a goal. You want answers.
Didn't sacrifice myself just because he's useful.
I'm gonna waste this. Should I do it?
Useful enough to shed a part of yourself.
Get out of this. We've gone through a lot. You? You mentioned the CoS. You know how to get out.
And you don't. You came here without knowledge of having how. You came here knowing not how to leave. Very bloody.
Here, a lot
We
of us not out of our own will.
Yeah, you should be very familiar about that.
You know, 9. I saw 8 not too long ago. Not here, of course.
Oh, heck.
It was unfortunate, though. All that hard work.
What?
Ever
did
since
you do with
leaving, his
him?
powers waned.
The
Just
hell did you
tisks
do
and
with
kind
him?
of shakes his head. Quite the disappointment. And he like turns and like paces to the side of the room. Yeah, friend. He like looks over his shoulder at the lich. When I came here, I was hoping that you, or your grand library, would hold answers. What I did, or what I did right. Looking over his shoulder and glancing at you, 9. I don't know if that knowledge is anywhere in the world. But, friend, you brought me something even better. And the lich just says, "What did I bring you?" And the man just says, "You brought back my experiment."
Banishment! Banishment!
You have that spell
Um,
up.
You lash out again and um just waves his hand and spell fades.
Counterspell to counterspell.
What level?
Level 5 because it's the highest.
Roll.
I've
charisma check. With spell fades.
My spell, the counter spell, or
Your counterspell doesn't work. Whatever he is doing, you like see him move his hand, and you like try to reach out and grab it, and it's almost like
What go?
it's like trying to punch a brick wall, trying to break it. And 9, your banishment just like you like lose the words, like there's a momentary like lapse in your memory. Roll a d20.
Is it my wild magic thing? Okay. It's getting too close for comfort.
Call it a progress report.
Didn't know. Still in school.
9. He's too powerful.
Mm,
We still
need-
have a long way to go.
Oh, I'm not going to fight you all. It would be quite a waste.
Then what are you here for? Because otherwise you're just here to be an ass.
Branda's not coming with you.
Oh,
It's what you
no.
want.
I just wanted to check up on my prodigy. To see how he's doing. Well, because the others, they weren't doing well. As soon as they left my care,
I'm gonna slowly walk up to him.
and sigils and incantations I gifted them, oh, they just became ugly scars. But yours holds more power than I put into them. As you get close, he like leans toward you and just says, "Fascinating."
How close is he leaning towards me?
Oh, you're within like a close conversation. distance.
Headbutt.
Headbutt?
Yeah, I mean, give me
Stab him.
give me a strength check, but it's with proficiency. And then the -4 on top of it, so.
How do I do it with proficiency?
Has this guy noticed how weak this guy
Wait.
is at the moment?
So my proficiency is 4.
Just roll a strength check then. You get close and like he leans towards you, and you like go to headbutt. He doesn't even move, but you hit something so hard, it like sends you kind of like reeling a little bit. Oh well.
And you're not in any position to fight. You just got resurrected.
I'm just gonna grab him by like the top of his shirt, as if like I want to punch him, but I'm not. And I'll just say to him, "Just know, I will be seeing you again, and it will be the last time."
You know you said that you see the tops of the bookshelves.
I'm on top of it.
How long have you been climbing?
Basically, since I hit in the corner, I just moved over and I'm like,
Okay,
just taking him out.
This whole thing's going on. You're like, "Ooh, that
You're
looks
like-
bad. That sucks."
you're like
What do you
200
with
feet up,
that? Oh, I'm 200 feet up.
and the
That's what I'm
bookshelf
saying.
keeps going.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I'm
You,
just
and
like standing.
you're like looking down, like there's a little, you see like the light down there, and you can't hear them, but like you see what's happening, and you're just like look over, pull out a book, turn it upside down, put it back.
I'm fucking good. I'm not getting hit.
You're eating popcorn over there.
Oh yeah, I'm eating pot. I'm sorry. I'm not
Oh,
interacting with
9.
anyone respectfully.
He like kind of like grabs your wrist and like takes it off of him and lets it go. You're right. We will meet again. Whether it's the last time or not, that remains to be seen. There are some answers here, but you ask hard enough questions, you get disappointed. Take care of them, friend. This one's important. And he'll step back, and then he casts a spell and disappears.
I want to stab him so fucking bad.
It would be so funny to counterspell right there.
I know. I was thinking that too.
I have a question.
And all of you
I
realize that you were holding your breath.
What?
And like you finally take a breath as this guy is seemingly just gone. Well,
I have a question. So, the ropes of this guy, or whatever they have, is there any indicator of what their kind of wizard they are, or what kind of faction they serve for?
the token looks like they're a red wizard. If that is not true.
Okay.
If that's what you're getting at.
Yeah.
No,
But still
they're
wondering if,
not.
like,
They're
if
not
they-
a red wizard.
Okay.
That's just the
Still
easiest
wondering if
access.
there's
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. That's just the token I had
Still
on hand.
wondering if there's anything in my investigations that would like let me.
Give me an insight check.
Or
Or history.
History or kind of
History,
history.
Yeah. There was a case. It wasn't yours. And like you weren't in the business yet. It happened before your time, but you heard about it, and an old mentor of yours had worked on it, and kind of like it went cold. But the case was that of several like orphan children disappearing, and it honestly wasn't that many, and like for the most part no one, like even the like investigative circles, like really paid much mind to it, because there are a lot of people on the Sword Coast, and 8 babies disappearing is a drop in the bucket. Like there's bigger fish to fry. But your mentor was like, this case was his thing. But every time he got somewhere, like it just kind of went cold and dead ends everywhere. And you now make the connection that there weren't 8 babies. There were 9. And this was 25 years ago. You realize with that 22 that the answer to the case, to your mentor's case that he worked so long on, was right here. This case is still open and it is no longer cold.
Master, I look at everyone. Bunch of cold cases. I wish you'd see this.
Yes, and give me an
Lay down on the
investigation check.
chair.
Tra-la-la.
Because Elric and Yasin were part of the village that I was investigating earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Galsop.
What'd you say down there?
Oh, you can't hear yet? You're 200 feet.
With a 15, no. Most of the tomes are unlabeled. You pull out a few, and like there's a book on a history of a land you've never heard of. There's one that like you put it back, and there's another one you pull out, and it is just an incredibly detailed anatomy book on onkegs. You
On what?
close an onkeg,
Oh.
and you close it and put it back. You open another one, and it looks promising, but it's literally all about a single surgical implement. And this thing is like 500 pages. You don't know how someone could write this much about like a hemostat or something.
The stethoscope.
And you
Can I,
close
like,
it and you
start, like-
sigh and you put it back, and there's so much here, and if only there was someone who has been here longer than you that knew where things were.
Oh no. Can I like just start like going down while I'm just trying to figure out these fucking books and just finally get down back on the ground?
Back to Graves.
Yeah.
You long enough?
Sorry. I am not going to mess with someone when everyone else is very low. No disrespect. Sorry, I'm in the middle
You're a
of
smart
really
one.
trying to-
You're a smart one. I respect that.
Nine, where are you going?
See what he's been
Fine.
looking into.
As you're heading
do you want
downstairs,
me-
you actually see Casimir coming back up.
How long has it been? 5 minutes?
10,
It's been
10?
longer than that, yeah.
10, 15, 20. 3 years. The wedding's over, guys.
That would be unfortunate.
We've been chatting for a while. This place has a weird thing about it.
And Casimir just like meets your gaze as he passes you on the stairs, but doesn't say anything.
I got the dead eyes right now.
What, go?
I got what
And
I
what
came
you were
for.
looking for.
He nods. It
We'll get out there.
He has like a kind of slightly glassy look to his eyes, as if like he's constantly remembering like something terrible.
So you're like crying?
No, just like distant, like 1,000-yard stare kind of thing. Like he's only like he's half present.
Samir, we'll get out there soon enough. Just
Oh, customer came back.
have to finish a few things here.
Certainly, we do have time.
I wonder what would have happened if Isaac realized who that was.
Isaac would be dead.
Probably.
Wait, is Isaac also an experiment of him, or is he like native to Barovia?
Why are you asking him?
I mean, 9 is both. 9
Okay,
is
okay,
native
wait.
to Barovia and also an experiment.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I thought they all were.
As far as you know, Isaac has
Barovians.
never left Barovia.
No, I think was just born weird.
I think it's a little more complicated than that, but
I'm sure, but you know, I have my own problems.
Hey, Isaac, I have a quick question. Um, 9. Did your parents ever give him a name?
9 is downstairs. 9 is not here.
I'm talking to Isaac.
Oh.
Where am I?
Yeah, where... My other notes.
Other notes.
Other notes.
It's Costel.
Yeah,
Costel or Cost. Yeah, whatever it is.
Estelle.
Costco?
Costco. Yeah,
Here's
Isaac
your
says,
convenience.
yeah, and I just named him Costel.
Hmm. It's an oddly pretty name. Sorry, I was just thinking about that when I was up there.
I actually weirdly put that on my character sheet in my bio. When you told me.
it's weird that you wrote your name down.
Well, I didn't have a name.
Yeah. Now we know your name. Or I guess like your true name. Um, there are. Wait, where's the sick boy? I just realized that. Where's the sick boy?
The sick boy?
Below Oh, Casimir?
No, not Casimir. The guy whose face is like half burnt off. And
Oh, he's gone.
Like,
Oh, is he? He should be... Maybe.
Oh.
Oh, I left him in the other room.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, yeah, give
forgot about
me a perception check, though.
am I going to get stabbed? I feel like I am.
I have a passive 17 or 18.
It feels like I'm getting stabbed because I keep fucking sneezing. Remember to change it.
Passive 18, that's what it was.
Passive 18.
Change what?
Oh, I thought you were clicking on something.
No. I'm just trying to remember what my passive was.
No,
Mhm.
It's real hard to sneak up on.
No, he's just gone. Like, he was with you when you walked into the Lich's room. And you swear he followed you into this room, but through that, even Elric, you know he was in Lich's room, and you're certain he followed you guys into this room, but he's just gone as you like glance around.
Okay. I'm gonna be right back. I will literally be in the other room. If I'm not back in like 5 minutes, please come for me.
Good.
And why is that?
Is there... Yasin, is there any book you're looking for in particular?
Anything medical, so I can stop coughing and sneezing. It's been getting worse lately. Unintentional.
Right.
I mean, it's been getting better, but like, chest
Might
hurts.
get
Please.
worse if you're with that sick boy.
I'm not touching him. He's worse than I am. I'll be in the other room. 5 minutes.
9.
call this guy
He's
the
gonna cure it, too.
Archivist.
9, you start heading down the stairs, passing Casimir. The gold marble staircase with black marble railings hug the north walls. It spirals gently down the 30-foot wide shaft. Laying in the middle of the room are 6 rotting wooden crates. The amber-covered walls are sculpted to look like tentacles, intertwining around marble bas-relief of kings, queens, pharaohs, and sultans, attended by a myriad of slaves. The west, south, and east wall contain alcoves. Standing in each alcove is a tall, rough block of amber. 2 wide cracks have opened up in the south walls, spilling rubble and shattered pieces of amber onto the floor in the southeast corner. Light spills in a little bit from above, but it's very dark in here.
I'll just cast light on my staff, make things easier.
See.
Ah, the light.
The light.
You can see that this one over here is actually like cracked in half.
And what is that?
One of the amber sarcophagi, and these are about 2.5 times larger than the other ones you've seen.
Are there any books or anything down here?
No. There's just these rotten crates.
Okay. I'll have a look around. Are these able to be like cracked open or anything?
Yeah, they could easily be broken open.
Yeah, I'll break one of them open, see if there's anything inside.
You like get one of your daggers under the lid and just crack it open, and the box basically just falls apart. And inside that also tumbles out is a corpse. It has ashen gray skin. It is thin. It seems to have been in the fetal position for who knows how long. And you also notice that poking out from its top, poking out from its mouth are 2 very pointy, sharp teeth. But this thing is dead. You don't know how long the spawn has been here, but apparently long enough to starve.
That's actually pretty interesting. I can probably safely assume there are more spawn in the other crates. But just to verify, I'll open one more just to see if it's nothing but spawns. So I'll open that one up.
Okay, you step over, and very similarly, a body tumbles out. This one has like kind of ruined leather armor on. The previous one had more of like a mix of like leather armor and like some like flair like an entertainer. But it's still very much protective.
Is this one a spawn as well?
Yes.
What the hell are they doing down here? You said this one over here is cracked, right?
Yeah, there's a deep crack that runs through it, and the top half has like shifted.
Can I check to see, if it's I'm able to tell how long ago it got cracked?
No. No. There's not like an indication, like it's not like a tree that like runs sap or anything. Like it's just a broken piece of stone.
I'll investigate this hole then, see what's all through here. Squeeze on through.
So you start squeezing through, and the first thing you notice, just like kind of glancing through, you can see the glint of silver and gold. The other thing you notice as you push a little more into the fissure is a very large amber golem. Its back is currently to you. A 10-foot statue carved from amber, the likeness of a hawk-headed humanoid, stands in the alcove, and it's standing there with its back to you. It's very similar to the one you guys fought upstairs, but it is currently unmoving.
Ah, in that case, nope.
My exact reaction.
Backing the fuck
I was
up,
like, hey, I
action.
get to fight this one.
I'm so glad you were like firebolt.
My exact reaction
Well, to be
when I
fair-
opened that fucking door to that giant ass automaton in the downstairs.
To be fair, it can't get to me if I did attack it because it's so big and this is a narrow little area. But I don't trust that it can't plow its way through, so I'm not gonna do anything stupid. So, I'm gonna, just for the time being, I'm gonna let off my anger by just smashing these crates.
You smash this one easily enough. Another body falls out. You move to the next one and go and kick it, and it budges a little bit, and you kick it again, and this time
It's a mimic.
If it's a mimic. Oh no. That'd be horrible.
Oh,
This is
it's
bad.
worse.
What is it?
I don't know.
I'll do this. A
Sorry.
eight. You kick it, and the box falls open and tumbles out, and this one has like half of like a breastplate on, and it just starts crawling towards you, and you can see it's not like it's mindless. You can see desperation in his eyes as it starts coming towards you. And just like it like reaches out and says, "Please, I'm so hungry." As it comes towards you, what do you do?
Oh,
I'm going, as it's turning towards me, I'm gonna, back up as it's coming towards me. To keep distance. Like, hey, wait, I can't move. The fuck? Like, hang on there. Sharp teeth, I'm guessing.
Please, I don't know what it is, but something smells so good. Please.
Firebolt. Firebolt.
Go and roll to hit.
With disadvantage because he's on the ground.
oh.
It's still
Actually-
it's a 27.
Oh, nice.
But that's really good though. Fuck.
That's still a.
It's
yeah,
how it
that's
goes.
a roll.
Those are both really good rolls.
Yeah, so 23 definitely hits. You unleash fire at the spawn, and it strikes. And you all hear a blood curdling scream. Doesn't sound like 9 though.
Ah, shit.
And after the scream, it says, "Please, I don't want to die. I'm just so hungry." Um,
I'm like tiptoeing away, like get away, get away, get away, get away. Like
okay.
fireball, fireball, fireball. Die! Stop it!
Go and roll to hit again.
Damn.
Get
Poor
a
thing.
crit. Get a crit.
Come on, crit! Ah.
Aw.
Yeah, you
Still
reach
good
out
roll.
and fire, and uh, just looking at you with pleading eyes, just saying, "Please, please," and reaches out, and the firebolt hits it square in the face, and you see its face just collapse into ash as its body continues to be consumed by the firebolt, and it turns to ash. You guys upstairs. You asked the Lich about medical records, and he stands there and listens. There's really a lot that could be. A handful of things that come to mind. Are you looking for? Yeah,
Be
sir.
best just to know the location for where he could research which bookshelf might have the
Uh,
best chance.
yeah, and Yasmin, what are you doing back in his room?
Well, I want to make sure that, like, for some reason this guy didn't, like, go through a trap door. So before I actually enter in this room, give me a moment. I want to make a quick investigate in this room, make sure that there's, like, no,
Yeah,
like,
it's a
other
quick one.
secrets. And then I also want to make another investigate check for any other secret rooms that, in the main room to see maybe if he like slipped away somewhere.
Yeah, you check this little room, and like with the doors closed, like they're seamless. Um, but since you know where they are, they're easy to find, and there's no other secret doors.
Okay. Now this room. Under the rug, maybe something with that vase, maybe something with that chair, or this one with the big ass fucking book that I really want. Is there something in that book? Maybe there's something in that book. I should investigate that book.
I think you really shouldn't fuck with the legit spell book, but go for it, champ.
I really
Go for it, Miss 13.
But I'm gonna try and find this guy first. Like any hidden doors or traps or anything. Oh, I should probably. No. No.
You
No.
search around, and you like move the rug to the side. You like look under the small bed. The
You're just redecorating it.
it's an ancient bronze covered spellbook. And it's just in plain view. Um,
So I can't find any like other secret doors.
mm-mm.
No. Okay.
There's nothing else hidden in this room, and you're still just like taken by how much, like, if you had time, you'd have so much use out of this room.
Yeah.
There's so many materials.
You could have time. You just gotta drag
I'll
this
ask
out.
the lich. I'll ask the lich later. But let me go through this door real quick. Um, I'm just gonna take a little peek. I'm shutting the door in case. In case, I don't know.
So he can't hear you die.
In 5 minutes. Is he like anywhere in like this room either? Like
Mm-mm.
he's just fucking gone.
I mean, skulls are scattered all over the place in this room. Isaac's jacket is still over the face of the statue. Nothing seems to have been disturbed since you all left.
Well, going back inside. Um, uh, hmm?
It was just Nine's mentor all along.
It was just Nine's mentor all along. Oh hell no.
I
The
imagine
lich,
at this point, like we hear shit.
the lich levitates and like mage hands out a book and brings it to himself and holds it. Mage hands out another book, and then like moves over here, like pushes off the bookshelf to levitate across the room. And then Mage hands a book from the shelf, and then comes
Right.
down, gently landing on the ground. These are ones that come to mind. There are encyclopedia of sorts. This one, and it's a thick book. Like sets it down on like a coffee table kind of thing, and says, "This one's on mundane diseases of all sorts. This one's on magical diseases," and sets it down next to it. And this one, which I believe you might have the best luck with, is on curses, and sets it down.
Well,
Yasin would be relieved to read this, and then I noticed, oh, you're back.
It's about this time you hear that scream from downstairs.
Oh shit. Ulrich. What's happening over there?
Fuck if I know. Why do you have your own clicker thing? That's so weird.
Keen, you're being
What?
weird.
You're weird.
You're weird.
I
Well,
imagine,
her
yeah, we
settings
all
on
like.
Roll20 are different.
I literally haven't changed anything.
You can't do the mouse clicking while dragging tracking.
Thinking about
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
you're not an initiative.
30. Oh yeah, that's right. Huh. That's right.
Yeah.
Can I just, while everyone else is going downstairs, just go through the curse book, then magical, then mundane?
I'm gonna look for Nine's light because he always casts it.
Yes, and give me
Okay.
a investigation check.
And then I'll switch it over to yours. Investigation.
Need to go ahead and use.
Oh. Okay, so here's a fun little thing. I have you taken Elric already?
Uh-huh.
Like change.
Yes, that disappeared.
Okay. I'm just saying because mine's is going to remain here, so I don't know if you want to.
If I
You
want
know.
to what? I have no other way of looking at Roll20 right now, so. Unless you can't play the game without cheating, then.
Don't worry, I'll look away.
Well, I don't know where I'm at.
You're not on this map.
I mean, to be honest, you could narratively say that you could look from above to see what's happening.
As you all head downstairs, you see Nine put the last firebolt into this very sad-looking vampire spawn.
9. Are you okay? What was that? I just noticed the amber sarcophagus.
And this one is like cracked in half.
And you said these sarcophagi were bigger, like 2.5 times bigger.
Yeah, like they're huge.
Fine.
Does
Oh, it was tough, but what?
does it look like it broke recently?
You have no way of telling.
I tried that already.
Oh, I mean, like, is there dust on the amber blocks, or
I mean, there's dust on everything. It doesn't look like it happened last like 10 minutes. As at least cracked since before you guys came to the temple.
Perhaps someone that didn't want their dark power shared. Gift. Think of a few people.
I was basically just hoping that wasn't the one Casimir went with.
You can see a couple others. Of the crates have been broken open. There's just bodies on the ground.
See. Could speak with the dead. Will help. Case of someone undead, I don't think.
And Graves, as soon as you come down the stairs and survey the room, it's almost like in the other ambers when you like look at them and they don't really have what you want. It's just like a little mote of black that kind of floats around. Right, like you look and you like make eye contact with something in this amber block.
That one.
And you just see like a faceless head and shoulders that kind of disappears into black mist. A good like foot and a half taller than you, but it's just standing in the amber. You can tell it's staring at you.
I stop. A wreck. I think I found it.
Found what exactly? And I'll look at whatever he's looking at.
Source of my power.
You're
Oh, I have to talk. Make sure that the the Lich, the archivist, Strahd.
No, I haven't forgotten. Everyone else kind of went on random directions, but I'll at least get the answers I need.
Know where I am. To understand my own power. And my weaknesses.
I'm gonna slap on a guidance as you tend to walk that way.
Ah.
As you feel this intense draw, Graves, give me a perception check.
Okay, I will, but also I will resistance myself some doubled up. What's up, Sean? Oh,
Like the The draw is almost overwhelming. That you hear. You swear you hear a voice that is soft, kind. And she says, "Don't. Free him. Locked in the ember. Randall, don't.
Stop.
Randall."
Subconsciously start shedding a tear. You, you're here. So glad to hear you. One more time.
You don't hear you don't hear her anymore. You feel almost like a hum in your chest as you're standing in front of this block of amber. And Elric, you like glance over the block of amber, and there's just a little moat of black just like kind of slithering around on the inside. Graves, you see this just like top of the chest up of this just like large cloaked figure. Almost towers over you and just looks down at you. You don't feel like malevolence from it. It's almost as if it's just like waiting.
With thaumaturgy, I sort of assume a similar energy. And say, I'm not here to free you. Just want some answers.
You just feel the intense glare. Elric, you can... I mean, you've had the sense since you entered the temple that
I was gonna ask if that
there's
feeling of all the amber is worse down here.
there is just like a sense of like evil that just like kind of permeates the temple. In this room, it's almost overwhelming. Like the air is thick, and it like this block of amber over here is, you don't sense anything from it. It's an inert piece of stone. Whatever is happening down here is, well, it's crazy.
Graves. Whatever's in that amber will not give you anything you want or need. Come on, man.
I only want to talk.
Do not trust a word out of this thing's mouth. Or at least ignore all the sweet things it says.
I've already made one deal too many today. It's taken a lot of me. I'm gonna betray my loved one. My only question is why? I just yelled that through thaumaturgy. Why? Why all this? Why me? By her. Doesn't make sense. I don't want anything out of you. I.
You, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Persistence.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's also guidance if that's available. Still, I don't know. Give it a
That's
second.
for skills. 7th level with guidance to resistance. It's I forgot what it was. D4.
D4.
Oh, no, that's the wrong dice. No. Let me roll.
Okay. So 14. All three of you down here, you hear, it kind of sounds like a bird hitting a window. But you hear a deep, like, thump as, Ochre 9, you can see the small mote of black just, like, very quickly, like, swim to, like, the front of the amber. But Graves
It's
this...
like a fish in a fish tank.
Uh-huh. It's very unintimidating to you guys. But Graves, you see this hulking figure just... It feels like it comes out of the amber. And
Does it
comes
look
just
like-
face to face with you. And you feel the reverberation as it stops. You, Graves. Become frightened of this thing. You have only dealt with your patron in the periphery. And there's a part of you that knows as long as you don't make contact with Amber, there's nothing it can really do to you. But there is a large part of your brain that is convinced that it can do whatever it wants to you. It's holding back for some reason.
You're the only reason I'm alive. Oh, you hang me by a thread. Intimidate me. Hang my life on the line, I know. Oh, you can take it away at any time. Rid of it. There's so many things left undone. I don't want her life to be a waste. I don't want mine to have been. They take a step back.
And the perspective shifts where it's like right in front of your face and it's back in the amber.
It looks just like my form of dread, right?
Oh yeah, except bigger and scarier. Yeah.
This is what it's like to deal with me. It's like looking at a mirror. I'm gonna take.
With the perspective shift, the fear kind of wears off, and you realize you feel your heart beat.
Felt that in a while. Rick,
Yeah.
You have anything that could help with communicating with this thing safely? Protect us from it.
At the moment, no. The only thing
Uh,
I've had available for the last 2 days is healing and combat-based spells.
It's fair.
It's not my plans to be talking with powerful beings and gods and liches and fucking vampires and shit.
Say gods, you're a cleric.
Yeah.
But of all people, you know what it's like. This is what it's like for me. This is my god, you could say.
It's where you get power. It's not your god.
It's fair. But it is the
That
only
god's
reason I'm
weird
here.
anyway.
It's the thing that has let me protect you. I need to ask for help from our archivist. I do need to communicate this thing, I just don't know how.
Well, there's a really old dead guy upstairs. Who's been living in a library for a while. Maybe he knows.
Right. I'm gonna say to the Ember, you stay there.
I'm so sorry. I cannot.
It's
That's
just,
so
I'm
funny.
not a part of this.
I'll be right back. Going upstairs.
Okay.
You chose an interesting one, Amber. I'll give you that. 9, what are you doing?
9?
I don't
You
know.
good? Well, I mean, as good as you can be given the circumstances.
I'm upstairs now.
Oh, whoops. I took the wrong person.
Help! I'm getting kidnapped.
Oh no, I'm now number 10.
There we go.
Oh, you don't want to be number 10. That's the bad one.
What happened to number 10? All right, he wasn't part of it.
Oh, fuck off!
Yasin, with your 17,
Yes.
you sit down and start spending time with this book, and it's been a while since you've had a really good research session.
Yeah.
It feels good to have a question in your mind and know that the answers are in the books in front of you. You just have to find it.
Mhm.
And with a 17, you end up with all 3 books open. After reading, skimming through pretty quickly, you find that the answer isn't in any one book. It most certainly isn't just a mundane disease, because that's easy enough to go to the local temple and give a donation cured. magical diseases and curses are broad and varied. Some are easy enough to get rid of with a remove curse or dispel magic or something of the sort. And then there's things that require stronger magic to rid from a person. You find that's not what you have either. It's like a I guess side comment, and give me a let's see, what intelligence skill are you proficient in?
What intelligence skill?
Yeah, like history, arcana.
Investigate- And oh yeah,
Investigation.
Arcana and investigation.
Okay, give me an arcana check with advantage. Ooh.
That was a 3. Oh Christ. I am not doing well.
The-
Oh, boy.
The answer is not outright in the book. And there's things about people like being afflicted by a curse or disease and lycanthropy. Like people who are infected like lose control. In your reading, you find that whatever is happening with you is much similar to like that kind of curse. But you don't lose control. And there's something in your mind that you can't quite place it with a 12, unfortunately.
I know.
But like you certainly have a curse or disease or something like that, but you don't lose control.
Can I roll one more Arcana check, because I know that Elric has done a remove curse on me before, but whatever with the lycanthropy, but something still feels like it lingers in there because I haven't like gotten any better.
There have been occasions where you have gotten better, but it hasn't been because of any kind of magical healing.
That is true.
If he like stayed
I'm
longer reading.
yeah, it'll take some time. We'll yeah, Graves, you come up and you see Yazin just like poring over these 3 books.
Oh, found what you were looking for.
Just mostly refreshing on the same information that I more or less know, but it's getting narrower.
Up with guidance later.
Sure. We haven't really gotten a word for Mr. Lich? Do you know what you want to be called by, out of curiosity?
His brow furrows as he thinks, I have a name. What are you looking for? He seems to like forget what he was thinking about.
I just call you the archivist.
From me?
Okay. Oh, it's just cool. Or a library. Um, do you mind uh in your other room, I'm assuming your main room, is it okay if I can take a couple of things uh
He furrows his
for
brow. What do you have in mind?
mostly just more spells that I could possibly copy down or materials to copy down into my own spells. I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance like this again. Just referencing to this entire like news section of like the library basically. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come back basically.
Hmm. You're interested in knowledge, certainly.
I do like
I
to read.
do have some resources to spare. They're quite hard to come by.
I'm like
Nothing,
internally fist pumping.
nothing in this library can leave.
Is that like a curse or is that
Everything in here is magically preserved. If
oh, okay.
you remove them from this library, they will simply crumble to dust.
Oh, okay. Is there anything magically going on to keep this place warm? Or like anything that suggests that we are losing track of time?
You can give me an Arcana check.
Just to find out if like for some reason it's been like 5 minutes, but it's actually been like an hour. Okay. Not getting
I
any
mean,
better.
there's a myriad of like fires in this room and the other room, which probably helps. Um, I mean, this room is like just like the rest of the temple is just kind of innately magic.
Mm.
As for like time, there's not really any way to tell.
Uh,
Like you can't see the sky or
That's
anything.
true.
So, oh, I guess you'll find out when you leave.
Yeah. Oh,
Get there, and let it
Graves.
be over with.
Graves, did you you said something, right? Aside
I was offering if you were to search again, I can help you guidance. But I also wanted to talk to the archivist here.
You have a question.
Yeah, I found what I needed. Power is right below it.
Oh, another
I
seeking
need to
power.
know.
The dark.
Power. It's the only reason I'm alive.
Hmm.
Do minor spellcasting to show. I want
Are
us to
you
know
suggesting that the dark found you?
about
Interesting.
contacted me from my home in some way. Visions. Then did something to my wife. Love it. Understand either, but soul has somehow been linked to mine. And I have granted his powers, or it's a he.
Hmm. Soul linking. Like steps over and like looks at like the first few rows of books and like pulls out one. Steps over. Not exactly. you might be referencing, but
Thank you. How about
it's on
as well?
phylacteries. I presume I have one somewhere in this temple, if I am right about my condition, but I really have no idea where it is.
By the gods. Should have seen it sooner.
Mhm.
Look at my amulet. It's a phylactery. It's in a different way. Soulcache. Loved so. See that sooner.
I suspect that may be right, and also something.
Would it help? How intimately do you know these entities? Have you researched them? Do you know their eyes? Do you know what they look like? Want? Like
My
some
memory
information
is
on those as well.
poor.
What is the official title of these entities? There's a book on them.
Okay. Officially, the entities that are contained within the Emperor are referred to as vestiges.
Vestiges.
Indeed.
Just browse around looking to see the bookshelves if there's related to those vestiges. Suppose that's where I should start.
But there are. Yes. There are pieces of what's referred to as the Dark Powers. The vestiges are the pieces that have infiltrated our world, and Barovia seems to be a special case. It is the world and apart from it at the same time.
These
It is both a prison and a playhouse.
listen. Those are the words that he used.
He,
He used, I suppose. Listen, I lose control sometimes.
it is both
Encounter
a.
at an
I suppose Barovia is a prison for the vestiges. They're trapped in amber. They're also trapped here. Secondary containment.
But, someone got in a gift from here. Vestige. I don't know how long you've been here, but I suppose you know about the vampire. Ravenloft.
Vampire.
Whenever I see him, whenever I transform, I have This urge pulls me towards punishing him. Pulls me towards seeing him as a prisoner.
I think if you are truly tied to one of the vestiges, I think the vestige you are tied to is jealous of it. I'm sure you've noticed the cracked amber downstairs.
Is that Strahd's?
Strahd was a man. He was a friend, even. I sensed that he had a destiny, certain greatness to him.
Sorry, you cut.
You're also cutting out.
Sorry. Oh, it was my internet. Can you repeat that?
Strahd was a man, a friend even. When I first met him, I sensed he was a man of destiny and a certain amount of greatness. Though, like many others, we.
So sorry while he's casting his thoughts on it. This is a good use of my spells, guys.
He came seeking answers, much like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I had been alone for so long. Maintaining this. He returned several
already-
times. And eventually, last time, he came and wanted to commune with the Amber, with a vestige. And, well, he was a friend. And who am I to deny a friend? It wasn't immediately when he forged the pact that the Amber broke.
Broke
I
it
heard,
himself.
he was manic. Spoke of wedding. I don't want to imagine what happened. I presume the day of the wedding, that was when the crack.
See.
Pierre gained his freedom. At least a small amount of freedom.
It's not really a prisoner. It's that vestige between it and him. It's a power, bit of the dark power in him. I have a bit of another dark power in me. Suppose that's why we collide.
I believe another vestige is jealous, envious of Vampire. He wants to use you to gain that.
Same
One
things.
one vestige has
Crack.
caused enough damage. Do not want to imagine. Two would.
Even if I would want to,
Uh-oh.
And me.
You're disappearing.
Oh, sorry. Audio problems. Even if I would want to, I don't think I could. It's not in me.
And you're different than my old friend.
I have two
You-
lives to think about, not just mine. And I look at the
You're restraint,
and
self-control.
honest, not just two. The rest, Yasin and everyone else. Gonna need help with you later, but I want to help Yasin.
Back downstairs.
Yay!
Yay! What are we doing?
That
Uh,
whole thing with Graves, happened. And not long after Graves goes upstairs, you see a friend appear.
Is it really though?
And he appears, and his hand is flat against this column of amber. And you can see that like the boils are soaking through his tattered robe. And you're like, oh, whoa. Happened.
What the hell just happened?
What?
Huh?
what?
Huh?
Did you see that?
Seemed
didn't
like
see anything.
the
That was weird. Does this character have? No,
hmm.
I don't know what changed. That was weird.
I don't even see who you're talking about.
Over here.
I know.
Oh, it's
I
dark
don't
for me
have
over there. I can't. My light don't go that far.
You can move.
Oh.
But you see him appear, and his hand is pressed against the amber. In the other hand, he's holding a large amulet. And
Good.
you just hear him say, You promised I wouldn't suffer anymore. You promised you would take away the disease. I did what you asked. I poisoned that city. Poisoned so many cities. You promised. And in your minds, even though you're not touching the amber, you hear a voice say, Oh, I promise. Vilnius, suffer no more. And you see him just collapse. And Elric, you've seen death enough.
Experienced it too. Sorry.
Vilnius is instantly dead. He's no longer suffering from his disease.
Careful what you ask for.
And there's that large amulet that is just in his hand.
Can I make out what the amulet looks like from here? I mean, I'm gonna make my way to it, but
I don't know why. I thought you were about to say, "Can I make out with the corpse?"
Can I make
No.
out?
Roll charisma.
can I make out with the being inside of the amber?
Wow, I didn't know you were dabbling in the bard.
Multiclassing into patron, into a warlock. Just make out with your patron.
I would like to seduce the patron.
The amulet is actually really pretty. Um,
Um,
and it'd probably be worth a good amount of money. But like seeing what this guy was connected to, and seeing what like had happened to him, um, probably not a good idea to touch it.
Can I sense any magic emanating out of it?
I mean, do you cast detect magic?
I don't have detect magic.
No.
well,
I guess what I'm more or less asking is like, how do I put it? Am I getting like a sense of danger from this amulet?
I mean,
Like a sixth sense kind of thing, nothing like fancy.
as a player, what do you think?
I think it looks pretty,
Okay.
and it no longer has an owner, and it needs a new one.
I have a feeling that you're gonna get sick next.
Oh, I ain't touching
Think
it.
of-
Are you out of your damn mind?
I do have identify if ever. Yes, and also.
Yeah,
That just
hey,
reminds
hey,
me
Elric,
that
come grab this and bring it upstairs so it can be identified.
I'm not immune to disease. I'm just a cleric.
Just pray to your god that you won't get sick and you're fine. That's how it works, right?
Sure.
I'm actually immune to disease because, you know. Hey, am I? Hold up. Oh, I just have advantage.
Maybe pick it up, but don't pick it up with your bare hands. Maybe like use
I
like
think I only have human
cloth
hands.
or okay, motherfucker. Use like a cloth or something.
Sure, go ahead.
I don't care about it. You're the one who seems intrigued by it.
I just wanted to see if I knew what it was.
Do you know what it is?
Nope.
Then pick it up
Expensive.
and we'll take it up there and see if they know.
The man just died.
Okay. Okay, what I'll
I've
do is
already done that 3 times.
I'll take the end of my stick and I'll like poke at it to get like the chain around the end, and I'll use the stick to carry the amulet.
Okay.
Like at the very far end without making contact with the damn
It has
thing.
like a decent
Nope.
weight to it.
Help.
Make,
Help.
I will-
right.
I will
No, no.
hold this stick. Once you start losing it, I'll hold this stick for you.
I got it. Probably. We'll see.
It slides and touches your hand.
Whoa.
All right, while you're walking up the stairs, give me a dexterity check just to see how you balance this thing.
Let's see if it starts sliding towards me. I'm dropping my fucking staff. Like,
Oh, was there anything else about these bodies?
You look at a
they're
few of
spawn.
them, and it looks like they are vampire spawn that starved. If you recall, there was another room that was filled with crates that had vampire spawn in them.
Ah, you are correct.
Seems like these guys were just here for much, much, much longer.
Okay, well, I'll
Well.
play the balancing game with this staff and the necklace, and I'll try and make my way upstairs. Eh,
I'm gonna give the room one more once over.
eh. No touchy, no touchy, no touchy, no touchy, no touchy, no touchy.
Oh yeah, Danny, we've
Mhm.
got me logged in on a different browser. Can you give my token vision
mind.
again?
I'm blind.
It has vision.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll cast light.
Um, to reply to Yasin, in the meantime, because I want to help Yasin. Identify will only work at buying spells cast on you. This is what it is.
Oh, you can't cast it as a. You can't just like read from your. Okay, sorry. Can I start casting identify on myself?
Oh wait, you have it yourself.
I mean, yeah, but like I was gonna be looking through
I'll
the
give you
book.
the pearl that you
Give me
need.
the fucking pearl.
Hello. Hello.
But it only works for spells.
Huh?
It only works for like. Learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
No, if you cast identify while trying to cast it on a creature, you can see if like there are any like curses or magical properties afflicting them.
Not curses, just spells.
Hey, Yasin, can you grab
Might
this
not
necklace? It's
be.
quite heavy.
Oh shit.
Why are you
You feel. Oh, actually, no. Never mind.
What did we
what
miss?
I'll go back
why
upstairs and join everyone.
um why don't you not want to touch it?
Because I feel like it could be holy, and I don't like holy things.
Holy?
Who
Why are you
knows?
afraid of holy things? We have Elric. Are you afraid of a holy person?
You have
Sure.
the
Can you just
fear of
grab it,
holes,
please?
Sure,
trypnophobia.
I'll grab
Tryptophobia? No, not
it.
tryptophobia.
Sure, I'll grab it.
Oh, like you come upstairs as Yasin's
You're
about to
already
grab this
sick.
thing.
You become even more sick.
Don't touch that.
Huh? Oh,
Has
like
touched
as
it.
he fucking yells that out as I'm touching him, like, huh?
Like you grab it and it's weighty, really pretty.
You have to touch it for 10 minutes if you're doing the ritual, are you? Or you're using a spell slot.
I'm not using a fucking spell slot. Hell no.
Well, if we're doing
But yeah, I'll
rituals.
cast identify on it.
I have a long hair on my hand. What the fuck does this come from?
Nine, I'm guessing
Elric.
you didn't tell them where the necklace came from.
Where'd it come from?
Our sick friend is now dead downstairs.
Shit.
Please don't tell me that this was on his person, and
Okay,
I
I
am
won't tell
currently
you.
holding an even sicker person's item on me when I am sick myself.
Okay, I won't tell you.
Oh.
I'm just like I'm like giving you the fucking mom stare, like and just like fucking staring you down. I'm still gonna be casting identify for the next 10 minutes, but if you don't, I have some fucking words for you.
Well, at least nothing has happened to you yet.
I mean, I'm not gonna touch it. Are you crazy?
Yes, and I could ask questions to the dead.
Cool. So whenever Yazin dies, we can figure out if it was the necklace or not.
Or escort.
Wait, can
What was
I
the name? Bilny, Bilky, Balg, V something? I forgot.
Balrog?
what?
Balrog? But what was the name of the guy that was sick?
The super important NPC.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead now.
I don't need his name to cast speak with that. I'm gonna levitate downstairs, but I'm gonna ask what did he say before?
Uh,
Before he fell.
he He poisoned the many cities, begging the Amber to relieve him of his sickness like they promised, and then he died.
Poison cities for sake. I'm gonna levitate down. I'm gonna also ritual speak with that with the dead body.
Mr. Lich dude,
We're calling him the archivist now.
the archivist.
That is, I missaid that name.
The Archivitch.
the
Archalich.
the archalich.
The man harboring the fucking asshole that I want dead.
I don't think harboring's the right word.
What would you use?
I mean, if he just kind of pops in and visits every once in a while.
Yeah, that would-
Before you speak to the body, let's take a break. Take a 10-minute break.
Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
Like,
me too.
I'm trying to find out if this Lich lets just anyone fuck with these amber sarcophagi, even though he said it's a terrible fucking idea. But he's just let a bunch of people, I guess.
Too bad,
Okay.
you're here.
Says who? Maybe I have a wireless headset and I'm talking to you from somewhere else.
Oh.
How
Um,
rude.
All right. Graves, you're gonna go talk to a corpse.
Where that corpse
It's a
gonna be
ritual,
gassing.
so 10 minutes would pass. Does anyone else do anything on those 10 minutes?
Identify.
Which also
Yeah,
takes
that's
10
also
minutes.
10 minutes. So
Anyone else?
anything that doesn't take 10 minutes.
Do you want to do anything during these next 10 minutes while Graves and I are doing identify and whatever?
No, can't make me.
You can chat or like questions.
I'm gonna ask if 9.
No, you can't make me.
Oh, sorry, I did not mean to. No, I was moving and accidentally ended up pulling on Galen's hair.
That's fine. We didn't actually call him there. I just couldn't move.
Get wrecked.
At least don't do it during D&D.
No, not that. That's later.
Okay.
I go to work later.
Yeah. I didn't mean later today.
Oh, okay.
Get wrecked.
Anyways.
The fucking Amber Golem.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to get the ship behind it.
Oh, you want to go back down where Graves is too?
Or actually, I'm just gonna call him the Librarian. It's a much simpler name. Mr. Librarian.
Yes.
I hate it.
Do you know what's up with the statue outside of the one with the wizard in it?
Got you. Oh. Yes. He
What's up with that?
defend this temple.
Well, he's a
Oh, yeah.
goddamn butthole.
Only the worthy make it this far.
Well,
Or
can he
lucky.
not defend the temple on our exit?
If you avoid him, then yes. If you have taken dark powers, some messages for yourself. Well, probably best you avoid him.
I don't think we took anything, have we?
I did.
Hey, you're downstairs.
Kill
We
me.
didn't. Graves did. Okay. And do you know? So Strahd came from this place, right? That's what we all know.
He told you a story about how Strahd visited
How
the
they were
temple,
friends at one point.
visited the temple many times, and
Mhm.
became friends with this guy,
Librarian.
archivist, whatever you want to say.
Just calling him librarian. I won't remember archivist.
And eventually struck a deal with a vestige whose name apparently is Vampire. And with the sealing of that pact, actually freed Vampire from his Amber Vault.
But he's still stuck in Barovia.
According to the archivist.
Yes. And he's stuck cycling. Is there a way to break Strahd's cycle, seal the vestige, and be done with all of this? That doesn't require some sort of deal with the devil type solution.
By being done, I presume you mean make Strahd dead forever and stop the cycle.
Preferably.
Dead or turn him back into a regular human. If he's powerless, I don't care. But that seems like it would be a lot harder.
The way we locked the vestiges in the Amber Vaults, it required many powerful means. And the vestiges back. I lost many friends.
But if we just kill Strahd, wouldn't the vestige just be free?
Strahd has died many times.
But if we kept him from coming back, if it's even possible.
If you reunited this place with... I don't remember where it came from. If you reunited it, you would be bringing Vampire. As I said, this place is much as a prison. Paradise. I do not believe it's prudent to fully eliminate Strahd, with whether that is to replace or to recapture a Vampire.
Replace.
Like replacing Strahd with another Strahd,
Yeah.
which will just eventually just be Strahd anyways.
Dude. What's that, You would basically just be taking over Strahd's position of some sort of death loop.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do we know of any... Do you know of any weaknesses that this vampire might have? Because Strahd doesn't seem to have any supposedly normal weaknesses of sunlight, holy symbols kind of thing.
You're talking about facing Vampire itself.
That's their idea, not mine. We can't even handle Strahd, much less
Oh,
Vampire.
No. I was talking about Strahd because he's able to not be affected by
Has
your...
to do with the heart. It's the only possible conclusion
Do you
that
know?
I can find.
Do you know of I guess your new name is Liber. I'm so sorry if we're swapping between names. Of a heart formed after Vampire was freed.
can't tell if I died or not.
The heart. I'm not familiar with what.
Well, there
Can you
seems
describe
to
it?
be. There's. I wish I had my fucking notes. My notes have a great description.
If your character would know, I could like have my notes.
I mean, he knows what you've said. I have it
Uh,
written down, but my computer's not set up with internet and shit, and it's in another room. I don't
I mean, you
remember.
can
It was
describe
like
it
a
based off
giant
of memory.
heart.
I'm not gonna penalize you.
Yeah. I just can't remember if it was like a. It was a giant heart, like
It's like a crystal.
inside a crystal in a cathedral type room.
The heart was made of crystal, and it was at the top of a very tall tower.
Okay.
In the castle.
Yes. In Strahd's castle, there's up in one of the tall towers is a big crystal heart,
It seems like it beats.
and
Is moving.
it beats, and that's about what we've got. It led us to Argynvost, a dragon whose skull we retrieved, but Strahd's not hurt from sunlight or from radiance. And so that's what I think the issue is, but I don't know much about it.
Relda
Esmeralda
should know.
speaks
She
up
had
and
the
says,
diary.
Esmeralda says, the heart was made of from the heart of a dragon.
Oh.
That's not new information for
see.
you guys.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
What was the reason he went after Argynvost in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
Crystal heart of the
he-
dragon in the top tower.
He steps over. This one's way up there. Give me a moment. And levitates and starts going up, and eventually disappears from sight. He floats back down, and he has a tome open, and he's reading it. The magic of life transference. And seems to be what you're describing.
You can take notes on there.
Well, no, I have a life transference.
Oh, okay.
You said that he seems to be immune to daylight.
Yeah.
He didn't have the effects like a normal vampire would. I mean, he's not a normal vampire, but
He is very smart.
unfortunately so. He's been around a while.
Just feels like he's been flirting with their entire group. What are you trying to look for?
In your notes.
That big N icon right next to Brave. Yep, that one.
Oh, it seems like this heart is imbued with the ability to take damage transfer the damage to itself when Strahd takes damage. And also grants him invulnerabilities to things that might otherwise be a weakness. Is that correct?
As far as we can tell, with the few run-ins we've had and different things we've tried, they all seem to basically... That's all we found that I know of.
Graves, did you take that book on phylacteries down with you, or do you leave it?
Yeah. I took it with me. I imagine after this, I'll be reading it.
Graves has a book I pulled from phylacteries. And while this heart might not return him to unlife, it has the same feeling.
Okay.
Presumably, if you transfer enough damage to the heart, either by inflicting that damage on Strahd himself, or probably more easily done through the heart itself, you would destroy it. Once destroyed, it presumably would no longer be able to provide its protections.
Yeah, well, getting to that heart's gonna be a hell of a hard time.
I think only Grace knows where it is, too.
Hmm.
It's gonna be one interesting battle.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I'm just swinging the
uh,
necklace around with the finger, just trying to fucking, like, oh. I'm gonna fucking flick it at 9 as soon as I'm done.
What did I do?
That's what I do.
God,
I
you
like
just
to read
turned
that one with the
7
character.
again.
The character.
What did I do? What did I do?
You have a parrot. You have a parrot infestation.
Okay. Is there more questions about the heart that you guys have?
I don't believe so.
Not that I can think of. I can't think of anything that send us a different direction
Yeah,
with
maybe
it.
destroy the heart, go to the wedding, realize that Strahd knows that we killed his heart, fight.
Is there a way to cut the magic link, essentially, instead of having to destroy the heart?
I mean, if it's a phylactery,
I don't know shit about phylacteries.
I mean, it just feels more like it doesn't matter the distance. That's where all of the damage is gonna go either way.
Yeah,
I mean-
I know how it works. Doesn't mean I know all the Like, I get what has to happen, but is there a way to circumvent that having to happen and just disconnecting the link between him and the phylactery?
Hmm.
Just banish the phylactery. No, yeah, that has to be my only other question. Is if there's a way to destroy the link between him and the phylactery without having to just break it. Or if that's just gonna be a ridiculous amount of magic.
Presumably, this isn't like a lich's phylactery, where one's soul is transferred into a valuable object, in which the body is reformed whenever death comes. No, Strahd is a vampire. He has actually no need for a phylactery. He takes a nap and reforms. The way I suspect it works is either when he takes enough damage and enough has been transferred to the heart, that connection is severed so the heart can recover safely. Or Strahd chooses to separate that connection. Much like a phylactery of the traditional kind, it would be an incredibly valuable artifact. One worth protecting. So, if you wish to keep it intact, which is very dangerous, force him to break the connection.
I don't know how we would go about doing that one. Here's a side question. How do we leave this land? If there's a
Probably
way
by
in and out
killing-
that exists,
Probably
and we
killing
know it.
the one keeping us here.
If we need a way to kill Strahd, stop the cycle, but not let out this fucking vampire thing that came out of the amber sarcophagi. If we want an end-all answer.
Um, how long until the Identify has finally reached its final, like the final parts of the spell?
When it finished?
Yeah. How close am I? I need to go in about 30-ish minutes.
No, we need to go before 30 minutes. There's travel time.
That's not a thing. Don't lie.
I can't teleport, unfortunately.
Bullshit, by the way.
Spell difference.
All right. Graves.
The identify would be first because they casted the ritual earlier. Mine would be a minute after.
Okay.
And also they have to go.
I mean, I need to go in like
We have like 20 minutes.
20-ish minutes. Yeah,
Oh, that'll work.
and we were that late.
Identify.
I was seeing there was a way just out of this place.
Huh?
Hmm?
What?
That was the only other question I asked.
Out of yeah.
Okay. So with the identify, you learn that this amulet is the amulet of and
Ravenkind Part 2.
I love when my phone becomes nuclear.
So did the No, not at all.
I think you're feeling it.
It's just a little warm.
I don't think you're feeling it.
I mean, it's not bad.
okay. This is an amulet of Finkre. Fekre. Finkre. Known as the Queen of Poxes.
I give a pox.
This amulet allows the wielder to communicate directly with Finkre, and presumably grants benefits once a pact is made. But
See, you're fine.
if you don't make a
Is
pact,
this a whole?
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
if
No, sorry, continue.
if you don't make a pact and you bear the amulet, after about 3 days you will contract a random illness.
9 catch. Fucking checking it at it. Can I make an attack roll?
Sure.
I am not having another fucking illness on this.
Yeah, 3 days, you're fine.
3 days, my ass. What the? Oh, this is the wrong.
Wrong login.
What would be?
You're really
what would be an
sad.
attack roll?
You're really sad. if Yasin
Give
can't
me
believe
a strength check.
Oh.
17.
Shield.
Roll a d20 for me.
Ah, fuck.
I hope it's a fucking 1.
I hope
We're
so.
gonna get fireballed in this library.
Haha, motherfucker.
17.
He said, roll again.
There's no way.
You like have this amulet and you like try to like throw the chain over Nine's head. And Nine just throws up his hand, the chain the amulet goes flying across the room.
Jordan is very confident on not needing those spell slots today.
Okay, for one, the last time I was doing my spell slots on the other motherfucker, you don't understand.
This one?
Oh yeah, that's understandable.
Then stop giving me shit.
Ooh.
Oh, fireball.
Ooh.
Centered right here.
Ooh.
Right here.
Counterspell.
Okay.
Okay, so
I can cast
I'm
fireball 3 times. You have 3 counter spells?
Oh, wait a second. I just realized we only have 3 days.
Oh,
we
then
only
you're
have 3 days.
fine. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine until I contract another illness that gives me the fucking pox.
But what pox? It's a random illness.
Oh,
You don't
my
know.
brother's a paladin, actually.
It also said like if
It
you
could be the common
it's
flu.
if you don't have a pact with it, right?
Yeah, make a pact.
What,
So
can shit, what was her name that I just forgot? The fox lady? Can I ask the librarian, more information about this patron? And then I need to go find socks, and we can go to, Bastian Graves, on what they are going to speak with this very important dead NPC guy.
Fuck them.
Knock, knock.
So what's your question?
She wanted info on the box goddess.
I mean, she's a part of one of the dark powers. Like causes disease and whatnot.
Causes disease.
She's one of the dark powers.
Is she the bitch that gave me this disease in the first place? But I'll relay the sickness information. That Nine also wished me ill for a second time.
I mean, you're already sick, so I mean, why have two people sick?
When you can just have one super sick.
Yeah.
What if really you get stronger the more diseases you contract?
I don't think that's how it works.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
maybe if you make a pact with this thing, you can control your disease. Be
I
like
think we're
immune
done
to
making pacts for the day.
Can I
Especially with known evil.
person? See, like, if I do make a can I ask her before I make a pact? Be like, hey, I want to ask you something.
Sure, just go talk to the amber with the dead guy next to it.
You know what? Let me go talk to the amber with the dead guy right next to it. Bring the fucking amulet.
We'll go talk to the dead guy.
That is actually what I'm going to do.
Why do we keep going and talking with known evil entities?
We're a very curious bunch. What did you expect from a party of spellcasters?
Desperate.
We came in here knowing we have to deal with this extra stuff.
I'm just
Wait, what?
actively trying to stab Yazin and give them diseases. What's so wrong with that?
Actively, you are failing. Which is funny. Where am I?
No, I stabbed you once.
It's a fair point, though. It could have answers. But the other lich guy didn't answer anything. He just kind of like smashed his head against the fucking air.
You know, I just realized something.
About 10 minutes, basically.
I kind of understand why I'm single most of my life. I'm quite unbearable.
In game?
Fucking midlife crisis.
In game or out of game? Because in
Out of
game,
nowhere?
I would agree with you.
Out of nowhere.
It just hit me just now. It was like, this would explain a lot. Anyways, continue.
How does the dead guy speak to you?
It doesn't
I
because
don't know. How do you speak to me? Maybe let's.
Me?
I don't
Let's
want
find
to
out.
waste a question on that.
spiritually.
It sounded like it was they were talking to me.
Yeah, Danny, how's that guy doing? Is he? Imagine
Oh, I can answer that. If you
by
don't.
now the speak with that goes through.
Mm-hmm.
Before I ask anything, I wanna before I even like finish it, I wanna ask, hey, anything I should know? Anything I should ask?
Was this before you went
Yeah,
down,
before.
or
Just
huh?
wanna make sure.
Puerco.
Did you say?
Huh?
Like, is there anything I should ask? Yes.
You're the one talking with the dead.
Yeah.
There's no
I
way
know.
she
I'm
could.
like,
There's no
that's
way
what
she
I
could
mean.
have finished identifying that, have that whole conversation, walk down the stairs, and your minute not have already been up.
Yeah.
That's fair. If you answer that, I would waste the question. This guy would answer, and they would be like, I don't know. All right, let's try to do it for real. I'll cast a spell. Wanna get some confirmation that it's like, you know, happening.
Mm-hmm. The raggedy breath draws into the body.
What cities did you poison? Let's hope we don't have another, like, Balaki have a second cataclysm. Hello?
Smart. Oh.
It's not very specific, isn't it? Yeah. Why? Why did you do so?
I was sick. To be. I was cured.
I ask. What should I ask? I feel like the identify already answered a lot. Any ideas?
You guys can.
I'm asking Yasin.
Oh, me? Like for the last question?
I have 5 questions in total, and I've used 2.
Oh, I thought it was 3.
Nope, 5.
Well, we know that he wandered through the mist, found himself here, just knew that there was a place of knowledge, which is probably where the amulet was leading him. Ask him if he knew about the... How long has he had the amulet for?
How long have you had the amulet for?
16 years.
Ah, that explains a lot.
Holy shit. Oh, hell no. Uh, I mean, it says one disease.
For 3 days. You don't think it's that?
That's 3 questions total, yeah?
I thought it was 5.
Yeah,
Is
two
it just
more.
3?
It is
No, I'm
5, but
asking,
like we
like,
have
the
3
questions
at the
asked.
moment. So 2 more. Maybe something about this cure, or maybe where they came from. Because I'm just curious if like something that we can stop.
Don't add to our to-do list.
That is fair. Do we care? I don't think we care.
maybe you can just ask, like, like, oh my god, I'm struggling with words. Do you know what disease you got after you died? Or like if yeah, because he wanted to get rid of his disease and then he died.
I have no disease. Death.
Oh, that was the cure. Killing him.
Hooray, you figured it out.
Holy shit.
Guess
You know
if
what?
we
You
could
asked the
ask
last
about the
question.
nature. This dark power that promised you these things. Why? What agenda did they have?
Who wanted ox die to ox be and the body slumps over.
Mm.
Look at you. You seem very pox-like. You are sick.
Hey Graves, you want this amulet?
I am resistant to disease, so maybe I do.
Here you go.
To be fair though, it gets cancelled out because I have disadvantage on all constitution stuff now.
Also, you're resistant, not immune.
Can I
Yep.
can I try and speak with this patron?
I'll cast resistance.
If you want to, I guess.
You guys? Is this not part of your plan, Danny? Is this not part of your plan? Did you not want me to talk to someone who who spreads diseases to ask about my disease?
Wow, somebody who spread. This sounds
Hey,
so wrong.
you should ask, hey, do you
I
know about Ligma?
you're off track with thinking it's a disease.
Okay.
I told you it's much more similar to lycanthropy, like a curse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, it's. I mean, like, I don't want to spread any more diseases from this thing than it already will. Let's just like put it, put it on top of the tomb, or like next to it, just somewhere where people won't be able to freely find it.
I suspect he has already done his job. We never asked what his home was.
I don't think we need to.
Probably, yeah. Maybe that's something for the future of the people here. To worry, not us. But at least
Exactly.
we can give them a heads up. There's probably a pandemic going on soon. Anyways,
That's probably an issue for my brother to handle later.
brother.
Yeah.
I remember. Who was the brother?
Where?
Who was the brother? I can't remember.
Oh, I've only spoken of him in passing. I'm a twin.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just can't remember that whole story, to be honest.
No, I just the only information that you would know is that I'm a twin, and he's just actually I can just tell you that he's just
Ah.
a traveling like a paladin for hire kind of thing.
I
He
see,
likes
I see,
doing
I see.
that. Mm-hmm.
Brother probably. Is your brother still here?
Yeah, he is. Rewrite. Well,
In Barovia.
no,
Or...
not in
Okay, okay.
no, not here.
Might be looking for y'all. I was
Well,
investigating the disappearance of Galsop.
yeah, my brother and I, aside from I think Elric and some parts of his family, were survivors. I feel like I've said this story a lot, especially when the actual wolf himself showed himself and I managed to decapitate him.
Yeah.
You know?
I was
That
I think I missed a few sessions. Like one of them that was crucial for you.
maybe. I actually still have this bloodstained teacup that was from his. That's, you know.
Well,
Let Hey,
let you
I'm just
out.
gonna leave
I
the
need
amulet here and go back upstairs.
going with you.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna
Where are you
for the
putting
rest of the
where are you
time
putting the
just
amulet?
you know what? On top of the body.
Okay.
What did the body have that was good? Like, sorry, the amulet, the amulet.
go loot our friend.
What power
Yeah,
did it have?
no, the only power that it would have is if you made a pact with the patron of that amulet, and otherwise if you have it on your person for 3 days, you're just gonna get randomly just a random disease, just like this guy, and he just got indefinitely sick for 14 years. I'd rather not have that. I've already been sick for nearly a year.
Might not be wise to have this right next to the thing, because that means whoever's here will immediately like be in the right place to use it and make a pact and then spread disease.
Or it would, I mean, depends on the person. I feel like I would warn them not to do that.
I feel like since, you know, they'll have the amulet, they will gain like a bunch of power though. So I mean, that's up to you.
You can move it if you'd like, but I'm placing it right on top of the corpse. And I'm gonna, for the rest of the time, until we leave the temple, go upstairs and try and read as much of the medical books that was given to me. And that's gonna be the rest of like my turn because I'm literally on the way to work right now.
All right. For me, same thing. I'm gonna read on the phylactery, and if possible, whatever the Lich dark power is, if it's anywhere here. Please know the name.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool. Well, you all have a lot of research. But that's where we're gonna end it. In the meantime, if you guys have like questions, feel free to DM me and I'll answer them as much as I can because you're in the place where the answers are. So
Or
Okay.
Thank you.
a little
Yep.
bit of a downtime project.